This is the chilling story of Tina Tournai Sandoval and the husband who thought he created the perfect murder. Tina was only 23 years old, a nursing student, hardworking and looking forward to a new chapter in her life. She had married John Sandoval in 1991. At first, everything appeared normal. But soon, Tina discovered something deeply disturbing about her husband. According to friends and family, John was obsessed with watching women. He would sneak through neighborhoods at night, peer through windows, follow women home, and even collect stolen underwears as trophies. The more Tina learned about her husband's behavior, the more frightened she became. Eventually, she filed for a divorce. She moved into her own apartment, started rebuilding her life, and hoped to leave John behind forever. John wasn't ready to let her go. Family members later said he would sit outside her apartment for hours, watching, waiting, follow her movements. And then came October 19, 1995, the day everything changed. Tina and John still had unfinished business. They needed to settle a debt before finalizing their divorce. So Tina agreed to meet him, but before she left, she told several people something chilling. If everything happened to me, John did it. She was so concerned that she arranged a phone call with her sister after the meeting. A safety check, a promise that she would call when everything was over. But that call never came. Her sister waited. Minutes became hours. Hours became panic. Family members contacted Tina. No answer, no sign of her, no explanation. She had vanished. And she would never be seen alive again. The Greeley Police Department immediately focused on one person, John Sandoval. Detectives knew about his disturbing life story, and they knew Tina had recently expressed fears about him. Officers placed his house under surveillance. Then, something strange happened. In the early hours of October 20th, around 5:46 in the morning, John finally arrived home. Detectives moved quickly. When they searched his vehicle and house, they discovered several suspicious items. A wet shovel, muddy clothing, a bucket, rope, a flashlight, and Tina's credit cards. Investigators also noticed fresh scratch marks on John's face. His neck, his chest, his shoulders, the marks appeared consistent with defensive wounds, as if someone had fought back. Even more suspicious, while sitting in an interrogation room, John began biting and cleaning his fingernails. Investigators believe he was attempting to destroy evidence. But there was one enormous problem. No body, no witnesses, no crime scene. Without those elements, prosecutors felt they could not prove murder. The case went cold. Years passed. Tina's family never stopped searching, never stopped asking questions. For nearly 14 years, John remained free. Then in 2009, a new district attorney reviewed the case. After examining the evidence, he believed there was enough to charge John with the murder. Finally, John Sandoval was arrested. After a month-long trial, he was convicted of first-degree murder in 2010 and sentenced to life in prison. For Tina's family, it felt like justice. But one question remained unanswered. Where was Tina? Then another twist. In 2016, the Colorado Court of Appeals overturned John's conviction. A new trial was ordered. Suddenly, there was a chance John could avoid spending the rest of his life behind bars. Prosecutors began preparing for a second trial, but before it could begin, John made an offer that would finally reveal a secret he had kept for almost 22 years. John agreed to tell investigators where Tina was buried in exchange for a reduced sentence. On the March 22, 2017, he led authorities to Sunset Memorial Garden Cemetery, a place investigators had never expected. What they discovered shocked everyone. Back in October 1995, John had located an open grave scheduled for a burial later that day. Before anyone arrived, he dug approximately 2 feet deeper, then placed Tina's body inside, wrapped in layers of industrial plastic. Hours later, cemetery workers unknowingly completed the scheduled burial. A World War II veteran was laid to rest directly above her. And for nearly 22 years, Tina remained hidden beneath that grave, a secret buried underground. The mystery was finally over. John pleaded guilty to second-degree murder. He received a 25-year prison sentence. But even today, he has never fully explained why he killed Tina. For Tina's family, the pain never disappeared.
Who tended to our family with everything from Kleenex to updates to simply offering an empathetic smile. We want the Greeley Police Department and the Weld County District Attorney's Office to know that we appreciate your never giving up.
Tina Tournai disappeared on October 19th of 1995 after meeting with her estranged husband, John Sandoval, to talk about financial affairs that were ongoing through their pending divorce. She was never heard from again. And for 22 years, her family has had to live with that painful question, where is Tina? I am very pleased to announce that this afternoon, as the result of a plea agreement that was formalized with the defendant in Weld County District Court, that Tina's remains have been located. She has been returned to her family.
And remember, sometimes the most terrifying monsters are the one we once trusted.